Hey, it's director, producer, post-punk feminist warrior Talalay, and I'm starting this YouTube channel series on how I film things and how other people film things. Why? Because people often ask me how I did shots, and I thought I'd try and give you some information on filmmaking history and tricks and make you some videos explaining how we did stuff now and in the past when computers weren't the ultimate fix for everything. I once saw a t-shirt that said, "Fix this in post." I have sequences from Doctor Who planned and from Sherlock and from the superhero shows. But in the meantime, I thought I would start with this sequence from Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare to take you back to the pre-digital days. So I'm going to show you a shot and first ask you to try and figure out how we did it. It's a test, it's a puzzle, it's a challenge, and you're up to it. So in this case, I'm going to show you the whole clip, but we're looking at a shot in the middle of it, and there are indicators, sort of like Maggie putting on the 3D glasses for those of you Nightmare fans, except these are even more obvious, that will tell you where the actual shot is. But what's important in this is that this shot was done all practically without any edits. There aren't any fake edits, there's no digital or visual transitions, no trickery, it's just all one practical shot.
Retail has an Elm Street.
Tracy.
Tracy girl, Daddy's home.
Daddy, your dad.
I'm going to take you back to the olden days when films were made on film. Yeah, with sprockets, none of the digital advantages. And they were edited by physically cutting the celluloid and taping it back together. And we had to figure out cheap, smart ways to do the practical effects. So let's get to the answer. And to do that, I'm going to read the script to you so we can talk about what was scripted and how we made the decisions to make it all one shot. Interior girls' bathroom. Tracy is staring at herself in the mirror, dressed for bed in her panties and t-shirt. I love the 80ness of using the word panties. She splashes cold water over her face. Behind her, she hears one of the stall doors creak open. She looks at it in the mirror, not turning her head. On Tracy, as she lowers her head to splash her face with water once more. When she raises it, she checks out the reflection in the mirror again. There's no stall door. In fact, there's no stalls. Actually, there's no bathroom. Interior Tracy's nightmare house. What she sees reflected in the mirror is part of the kitchen in a hallway in a really trashy, rundown tract house. She turns around. Tracy's POV, the bathroom is gone, replaced by this house. On Tracy as she turns back again. Now the mirror is gone. She's standing at a rusty kitchen sink. So it's written as a reveal in the mirror, and then a cut and a point of view to create the cut to another location. But Nightmare on Elm Street is full of these kinds of tricks. So I thought we could do it as one piece for the whole shot. Let me show you how. Here's an overhead diagram of the set. The bathroom sink, the mirror, the stall doors, and the set around it. So here's Tracy as she looks in the mirror. Behind her are the bathroom stalls. Now she bends down to splash water on her face. During that time, the art department has rushed in and pushed the stall's set piece out of the way. When Tracy raises her head, the apartment set that was hidden behind the stall set piece is reflected in the mirror. Tracy gasps and walks out into the set. We pan quickly with her, but it's not a whip pan, so there's no hidden cut in there. Notice how long we hang on Tracy while she panics. That's because the art department itself is panicking as they rush to push the bathroom mirror set out of the way so the camera can pan back quickly to reveal the kitchen sink in the apartment. That pan isn't a whip pan either, although there is a doorway in the middle of the pan that could have been used for a simple moving split screen. We did not do that. You can tell if you slow the pan down. Cheaper, easier, no effects ways to change the set all in one shot. I'm going to show you some of the easy tricks and some of the harder tricks. Maybe you want to rewatch all the Nightmare films, and because you want to rewatch all of the Nightmare films because they're epic, but maybe you want to rewatch them just to see where else we use this trick, often around the Nightmare house. I've used it since. It's been great to have this vocabulary of practical solutions, especially when the digital solutions are too expensive. Sometimes the digital solutions aren't the best solutions, but it's also great to have the digital solution to fix stuff when it just doesn't work out, or when it takes too much time to do the practical version, or when it's actually more expensive to do the practical version. So it's part of the fun is figuring out which is the best way to create the effect that you're trying to create. Stay tuned for more ideas and tips and tricks and other utter nonsense. Thanks. Oh, here's the requisite please subscribe moment.